There's a time and a season for everything under the sun. That is in the Bible. You'll find that in Ecclesiastes. And so what it means is there's a time for everything. And right now we're in seasons where certain people are being vilified, they're being attacked, they're being canceled. All these things are happening, and it's just like this. It's like back in the old days where it's a witch hunt and someone can just say, hey, this person's a witch, and everyone goes, yes, and they just go along with it, maybe because of how they looked. Sometimes if you just had a gray streak in your head, you were a witch. If you had a beauty mark on your face, you were a witch. So back in the old days, I've been a witch because I do have one gray streak that goes through my hair in the front, and I do have a beauty mark on my face. Okay? And there were so many other things. It could just be just the way you look. Someone hates you and they say you're a witch. And so those people were getting canceled back then, okay? The only difference is they were being burned at the stake. And I want you all to understand, whoever's listening, to be very careful who you're attacking, because it's so easy to do it. Because these people today are considered the enemy just because a lot of times they just have a difference in opinion in how they think. They don't think like you. They may not even be attacking you. They just say what they want to say, how they feel about something respectfully. But now you can be canceled. Now you can you can lose your job. And in some places you can even be killed. But I want you to understand there's a time and a season for everything. And it's very important what we do to other people. When other people are now considered the outcast and they are now being castigated, be careful what you do. Be careful what seeds you sow now. Because what you sow, the seeds you put down are going to grow. And one day, life will change. Things will change. Different people will come into power. There'll come a time where it will be your turn. People that look like you will be the problem. People that speak like you will be the problem. They'll go back to the past, to when you're canceling and attacking people and having verbally threatening people. They're going to go back and say, you're the enemy. You're the problem. And now you'll be the one running and trying to figure out where you're going to go. And it's going to be easy for people to cancel you. It's going to be easy for people to declare you as the enemy because you did it to somebody else. And remember, when you plant a seed, you get a tree. And a tree is going to give you a lot of fruit. And the fruit are going to spring up from season to season. It is very easy. You have to remember there was a season when Hitler was in power and he decided that Jewish people and gypsies and handicapped people and gay people, that there was something wrong with them. And people went along with it. And they destroyed all those people. Those people were being canceled, but at the higher level. In Ukraine, it was called the I can't remember the name, program of 1943, where it was just a summer, and the people of Ukraine just one day decided that Jewish people were to be attacked, and people were being stripped and beaten and raped in the streets and killed and discarded. That was just someone decided these people are the enemy. A lot of things happen all over the world where a certain group of people are looked at and they're decided to be the enemy and the problem, and they don't need to speak. And you have to be very careful when you're following groups and individuals, especially when you see them on platforms and they can't let you speak. They can't have a conversation without being angry, and they're mad. When they're talking, they're smirking. At the root of that is evil. At the root of that is bitterness. Within that individual, there's something, most likely rejection, neglect, some anger that's there. And what happens is they cover that with a cause. And so no matter, even if they find out truth, they'll still run with the lie, because it's not about truth. It's about being able to displace their feelings of anger and resentment on someone, but they can use a facade of equality and justice, or trying to have equal rights. But when you find these individuals, you cannot speak to them. Something else is going on. But the bottom line I want to say is your turn will come. That is how life is. So be very careful what you're running with. Be very careful who you're attacking. Be very careful who you're signing petitions to cancel and get rid of. Be careful. because your day is going to come. Your turn is going to come. It may not be you, it may be your children. Be careful how you treat people. Be careful who you're running with. And remember, everyone gets a turn, because there's a time and a season for everything under the sun.